owner of the Timberline Cafe, as you can see on beautiful Jomtien Beach here. Yeah, you know, I know it's a lot of people's dreams to come out here to Thailand and own a business, whatever business that may be. Yeah, what is it? What would you say is the best part about owning a business here in Thailand?
It's kind of getting to meet everyone.
Yeah.
So instead of you having to go out and meet everyone, it's kind of selfishly, it's great that people will come to you. Obviously, in the beginning, it takes a while because there's a lot of it. You're just sitting there, kind of twiddling your thumbs.
Yeah, wondering how they're gonna go.
You're like, oh, I like to meet some people, and but over time it gets a little bit busier, a little bit busier. Then high season comes, and then you got new weird personalities coming in and stuff. So if you're not a type A, if you can't switch up to that gear at least for several hours a day,
right?
Man, it can be taxing.
It can get hard, huh?
That's why, like I just said, we're gonna close on Monday, so we're gonna keep it that way.
Yeah.
That way, like if I have a repair, I can do it on Monday. I can do all that, and I can just not have to interface with people one day a week, and just
get that break. You need that break.
I mean, because sometimes, it's we're open from 8 a.m. and right now we're closing at 9, and we're gonna be closing at midnight here soon. It could be a lot because
I bet, because I'm sure it's an immense amount of work running a place here.
And some days you get a couple hours here and a couple hours there to kind of escape. I can go up to my office, and I can kind of get a few moments to myself, eat and stuff. But some days it's just never ends.
Nonstop, people flooding in the door.
I'm eating lunch like 3 hours late. I'm starting to get a little tired and stuff. So you kind of got to roll with it. It's a lot of. It's new. It's always new.
That's good, man. Recharging, it's important. We got people coming in too. What up, Shauna? She's telling us good morning. And also to everyone coming in, if you guys have any questions, make sure you drop it in the chat and we can get to it. You'll see this chat pop up right here. But other part is like I was saying, it's cool that you're kind of running a cafe. I noticed, Pattaya gets the reputation of just being nothing but a red light district. That's totally not true. Especially here in Jomtien.
I don't think there's a lady bar anywhere around me.
Not at all. Not at all. There's actually only one go-go bar here in Jomtien, and it's all the way at the very end. Only one. And that's it. But I've noticed that Jomtien's kind of the more wholesome area of Pattaya, so I wanted to point that out. Pattaya's not just a red light district.
And we have a little bit better beaches down here.
So Jomtien's a beautiful beach, much cleaner, cleaner to swim.
Well, and the thing is people forget, like, it's not that the beaches are the water's dirty. It's the fact that they're exiting fresh rainwater that has no salt in it into salt water, and that turns it brown.
That brackish.
It turns brackish, and so people think, oh, it's polluted. It's like, no, that's all the discharge from rainwater and from the gutters and stuff, from people doing their laundry and stuff. That goes out there, and it's fresh water mixed with salt water. It turns it brown instead of blue.
I noticed that too. It is that little murky, but it's not like dangerous.
Well, you can see out there. Probably not on camera, but you can see that it gets bluer as it gets farther away. Because that's the sand underneath the water there. But they just they redid this road. They've had this construction for 2 years now. And they put
That's what I was hearing. It's still new.
They put the exit pipe 2.5 kilometers out. Wow. So over a mile out. So when the water goes out, it doesn't change the color for all the rainwater. It doesn't change it right by the beach, so it's not weird like that. And so they have kind of a manifold system for it. So it's really it's interesting if you're a dork like that. So.
Well, no, I was hearing too. Someone when I was at the beach the other day was telling me that another reason it's murky like that is because they were like backfilling the sand, and so a lot of that's new and it's kind of upturning.
Well,
that's another reason it's turning like that.
Talking with a couple of the developers out here, I've gone to a couple of meetings and stuff like that and met them, and the ground here is great for building on.
Nice,
because the bedrock is really, really high. It's really like bedrock below.
So you don't have to worry about sinking or any of that.
It's only a couple meters down.
Okay, wow.
Okay. So that's why they can build these 40-story buildings right next to the beach.
And that's not worry about.
Well, sometimes the beaches are really steep because it's like bedrock, and then they're like trying to fill. So they've gone out, they dig up the beach, they break up the rock, and they pour gravel into there, so it's more of a gradual. So what they're doing now is extending the beach depth by literally breaking up bedrock.
Wow. Okay.
So they're going to spend a couple million.
They're going to bring out the heavy machinery.
Yeah, a couple $1 million making the beach nice.
Wow.
Yeah. It's actually from this point to that way. Yeah. They've redone the beach. It's super
I noticed that. Yeah.
But from this point this way, I don't think it's right there. I think it's like right over there.
Yeah.
But that point, the beach is not particularly deep.
Yeah.
And so they're going to change all that and do what they did down there.
Okay.
And so it's going to be a whole. The beaches down here are amazing.
I was just saying that too. A lot of like live streams I do and stuff will just be me chilling out at the beach.
Oh yeah.
And some of the best beaches I've ever seen. Koh Long too, and anyone watching this, Koh Long's amazing. Bantam Fur Beach, amazing too. Have you been there, Bantam Fur yet?
No. Right.
Oh man, it's a little bit south. It's maybe a 20-minute drive.
Okay.
Yeah, south. It's beautiful. It's the same water, probably the clearest you're gonna get on mainland. Like it's still a little murky, but you can actually see down like a few meters. Not like the islands, but Bantam Fur Beaches. I highly recommend checking that out.
I had one of my friends, he's a customer, lives up the street.
Yeah.
He went down. It's after you go down Rayong and you go around the corner there. It's I don't know. It's like 15 minutes past there.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of the town. I'll remember it different. Another time, he went up there. And he says you could. He's a little bit over 6 foot to me.
Yeah.
So it's probably about chest deep. 10 minutes to his belly button, but it's chest deep.
Yeah.
He walked out almost a kilometer, and it's that deep, and there's almost no waves.
That's how it is at Bantam Fur.
And
you can
he says you can see all the way out, and you can walk way out there.
Yeah, I was like super shallow beach. It was amazing.
Like, that's awesome. And he's like,
it's super cool.
The houses are a good price right now and all that stuff. Because this low season has not, or this high season has been
pretty low. I've heard it's not like it's supposed to be.
I wrote a really popular Reddit post on this and / our Thailand tourism and / our patio about how if you're not like on the major thoroughfares, you're not on Soy Bacau, you're not in LK Metro, you're not in Walking Street, etc., etc. If you're not on one of those, your business right now sucks. Just a little bit.
Yeah, so if you're not like in dead center,
all those ones,
it's just not good.
All those ones are what they do is they get so busy that they overflow to the secondary sites. The ones just off of Soy Bacau, just on the side.
Yeah.
Not dead center on the road. So you just go down a Soy because you walk down there, you're like, this place has a place for me to sit.
Yeah.
You go to the secondary spots.
Right.
That's kind of where I am. Where you get the main drag here, I'm the secondary spot. Then there's the tertiary ones, the ones that are like way up the road. The ones that are like way up the road,
super far away, they're struggling now.
I just watched them close, left, right, and center.
Oh wow!
All the time.
It's that bad.
It's bad. Well, and then talking with the Thais that live here, they're just like, this high season has been the worst that they remember, outside of 2020, 2021.
Yeah, COVID times.
COVID times, and I don't want to activate the.
Oh no, it's all right. No, it's
algorithm
perfectly fine.
And perfectly
on
fine.
No, don't.
Yeah.
The reason I like Twitch is they're not super censored that, so it's a great platform.
I'm always a little. You see those bad activated words.
Yeah. No, don't worry. It's not TikTok.
It's good. No. During COVID, they did, the government helped and handle this, and then last high season was a proper high season. This right now, I can tell you, like, one of my neighbors, Gold Monkey Bar, which is just over his shoulder over here. So they used to be just packed every day.
Wow.
They're closed on Mondays now.
Wow. So it's affecting businesses.
Yeah, and they're a full bar. They have the signage on the place is awesome. It's all renovated. It's all the main drag.
I noticed that every time I walk by them, the main
they're
beach
all
area.
lit up. They have snap. They have live music. They have all the things, and it's really well done in there. And they still have trouble right now.
I noticed, I'm wondering too, with law changes and stuff like that, I noticed that Thailand now wants to bring in the more quality tourists, more money, stuff like that. Do you think that's affecting the high season right now?
I don't think the policies are necessarily bad. I think the way they roll them out are bad.
Okay.
Because in the West, and in other Asian countries actually, they kind of pantomime. They kind of let people know before they're going to do a rule change. They talk about it publicly for a long time.
Yeah.
Months, if not a whole year.
A whole year, right.
Of like, we want to do this, we want to do that.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Oh, no, hey, morning. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Yeah, enjoy the chats. It's good. This is good. Loving it.
So there's a lot of that going on, and there's
cheers.
Yeah, cheers. I got some water here to pretend to cheers with.
Hey, there we go. The Timberline Cafe, everybody.
Yeah. We when they roll these out, it's kind of they shoot first and ask questions later.
Yeah.
And so you get these these rollouts where they're like, oh, we want to go from 60 days to 30 days for the visa on.
I saw that too, yeah.
And they say the average person spends less than 21 days here.
Yeah.
But someone went out and did the math and said the people that stay longer, over 30 days, they spend more per day than the person under.
Yeah.
Than the average person.
That makes sense too.
In essence, they're cutting off their nose to spite their face. They're really not thinking it all the way through. They're not doing the most with they have all this data. I mean, they have absolutely just piles of it.
Yeah.
And so they're not quite, I don't think they quite qualified all that data.
Yeah.
And so, all these other changes and things like that, like, we don't have a lot of Chinese tourists this year. And they were saying, oh, that's why. And it's like, well, you go back, you look at the data, a lot of the Chinese tours, what they end up doing is they stay in Chinese co-owned hotels, and they eat at Chinese co-owned restaurants the whole time, and a lot of that money goes back to their family. So there's a significant portion of that doesn't stay in Thailand like you do with a lot of other ones, which is fine. It's all legal and good and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think what they really need to do is focus on you segment the market out and look at who's spending the money that makes the machine work.
Right.
And promote those people, whoever they may be.
I had a question too about what is like the highest tour group here in terms of like their nationality? Would it be people from Russia? I see a lot of people from Russia. I see a lot of people from India. Me being an American, I almost don't see a lot of Americans here, surprisingly.
Well, Americans,
unless they're in other spots I don't know about.
Between 2004 or 2024 and 2025, the amount of Americans visiting Thailand more than doubled.
Okay.
But we're still so far down the list.
Yeah.
So the amount of, and they just published this like a couple months ago, and it actually like shocked me. They posted it like January 15th or something. It was like very recently that the amount of Indian tourists have gone up.
Yeah.
Domestic tourism has gone way up, which is kind of
that's good. Okay. Yeah. So people coming from within Thailand and checking things out.
But there's a downside to that. I'll talk about that in a second. But the amount of Russian tourists are flat, and Israeli tourists are flat. Japanese tourists are up slightly, and Chinese tourists are way down.
Okay.
A lot of the Chinese tourists are going to Vietnam.
Okay.
So, China's really promoting domestic tourism right now. That's why they really, 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 when you want to look at it, I really think that's why their numbers are down. Because
they want everyone staying at home, spending money at home.
Yeah, they built those replica cities like the faux Paris and all that stuff that they've done over the years.
Yeah.
And all those sites that are a 3/4 version of the real.
See, I didn't even know that. I didn't know there's a place called. They have like fake cities like that or replica cities.
There's a place in China called Taishengdong.
Okay.
That is a replica downtown 8th and Paris.
Wow.
With a 2/3 size Eiffel Tower and the same similar buildings around it.
Wow.
And so they built it, and I think it can hold over 1 million people, but I think maybe 300 or 400 people live there. It's kind of a...
Okay, that's kind of cool though. That's crazy.
So it's so it's kind of, they have the people there, and they take care of the streets and everything, and they do a lot of wedding photography and stuff like that there. Weddings and stuff. So they built that years ago. I don't know. Honestly, I can't tell you. It's been like 5 years since I looked online for it.
Okay.
But it is
I didn't even know about this.
Really, really, really wild rabbit hole to go on. They went around the world to all these wonders of the world, and they replicated them.
Okay.
The man-made ones.
Kind of like Vegas almost. You know how they got Little Italy and all that stuff there?
But they're trying to do it like
crazy.
Well, like very close to the real thing. So their thing is like Paris is over tourist. There's too many tourists there all the time.
A lot of places in Europe is like that.
It's just simply too much. And the city can only take so much.
I almost feel like it was like that. You know, I was in Phuket for EDC about a month ago, and I felt like the same kind of vibe. Almost like Phuket is just overrun with people.
And they keep building, like they do here.
Like it's crazy.
They keep building condos and building houses, and you're getting to a point where you're like, oh my god, it's so many. It's so many. And there's got to be a point where you're just like, there's too many of them. Because all these condo complexes here, a lot of them are investment properties or vacation homes. So at peak occupancy, they're maybe 20%. Maybe.
Wow. So I saw that too. You know, there's like that ghost building problem in Bangkok right now. A lot of them. Is that the same thing going on here in Pattaya City too?
There's a little bit of that, but not
like
even
Bangkok.
a fraction of what it is up there.
Okay.
Even when you scale it down by population, it's still nowhere near as bad.
Okay.
It might be an irritation to the city at worst.
Okay.
Where up there you have like
whole buildings just like empty.
There's like two people living there, and one of them is the security. One of them is like 3 of the security guards who live there. Like there's a lot of that. I mean, there's like they said over 1 million units. Just no, they don't have power or water service. They're just empty.
That's crazy to think about. And they're massive buildings too, you know.
Well, there's a lot of people, different nationalities like Russia, Ukraine, China, and stuff like that. You know, Yemen, all these countries that have domestic issues right now. That they're just moving assets outside of the country, to kind of like make sure that their future is safe.
If something happens, they're okay, and they have
and you can't blame them for that. I mean,
that's understandable.
Oh, the Americans are doing it now.
I know.
Too,
I'm trying to do that personally.
It's getting weird.
It's scary. It's scary. I ain't gonna lie. It's scary.
So especially
that future,
over here, the number of Americans this year are going to go huge, huge numbers.
Okay,
because there's a whole movement of Black Americans coming over, huge contingents. But they're bringing over like their own support group, like they're opening businesses.
I saw that too. A lot of businesses opening up. I see them on TikTok promoting and stuff like that.
Like right up the street is Culture. And they're opening a huge place in Bangkok.
I saw that too.
And I mean, talk about guaranteed success.
Big time.
Huge,
big time.
Huge,
Bring over your own support group. You're solid. Solid.
And so, I mean, and they've worked really hard with a lot of content creators and working all that stuff. Sorry,
that's where I saw them at, man. All over TikTok.
I'm gonna have to answer this phone call from my dad real quick.
No problem.
Sorry.
No, don't worry about it. But guys, as you can see, nice conversations here on Jomtien Beach. Like I said too, if y'all have any questions, please, drop it in the chat. But we're gonna keep it going too. Some great talks here. Like I said before on other streams, I've always wanted to know what it's like, to run a business here in Thailand, and just get a chance to, talk to somebody who's actively doing that. And especially, just to hear what it's like being on the inside. A lot of stuff you're going to see about Thailand is people that are on the outside looking in, looking in through that window. So it's nice to get a fresh view of, from somebody who lives here and is actively, seeing this stuff every single day. So yeah, it's really nice to get that fresh view on things, and that's a big reason why I wanted to do this interview too. Yeah, no, great.
Sorry,
great.
My dad's taking my mom to do a checkup at the doctor.
Oh, okay,
so he was like,
gotta make sure.
They live like 4 kilometers up the road.
Oh wow, so you got the fam here too. Okay.
Well, because they living back in the States and then flying back and forth. I don't think so. That's
it's a long flight. I gotta go back in a week. You know what I mean? And I think the longest one total it's gonna be about 20 hours.
Yeah.
I think it's 6 hours to Taiwan, and then it's like a 12-hour flight back to Phoenix, Arizona from Taiwan. So yeah, but luckily it's a later at night flight, so I'm hoping I'll just fall asleep.
I can't
it's so hard for me too. It's almost impossible. I have to really try hard.
Yeah, I get the iPad, I load it up with
There you go. I got a little Switch, and then I'll just play Zelda.
See,
you know what I mean?
You win that one, yeah. But yeah,
it's tough, man.
It's where were you at? Where were you talking about?
Was just talking about getting the fresh views and how we were talking about the tourism and stuff too. I think we left off at ghost buildings. What do I want to go into next? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, what's the hardest part about starting a business here in Thailand?
Oh, okay.
Like say you get the idea, you're like, okay, I love this place, I'm a foreigner. How do I do it? I know money is a part of it.
I'll just walk you through what I did.
Okay, perfect.
So if you're an American, you have a huge advantage over every other nationality.
Okay.
Because Americans can wholly own businesses over here. They're the only nationality other than Thais themselves. There's a thing called the Treaty of Amity was from 1969. That means Thai people can invest in businesses in America, and Americans can invest in businesses.
I didn't even know that. I heard that foreigners can't own it.
Almost no one.
Wow.
There's some caveats. So the Foreign Businesses Act. That's a Thai law.
Yeah.
Restricts what foreign businesses can do. Well, we're exempt from that, other than from like some pharmaceutical stuff and owning property. That's their big thing. Mm-hmm. They don't want non-Thais to own property over here.
And that makes sense. You see what happens in the U.S., all the Chinese investors buying up everything.
They can try to buy everything, but America's huge. And
it is a big country.
So you're working with a different thing. And America, everything is so much more expensive than it is over here.
Big time.
So much more. And so your value proposition over here, if just say Americans were allowed to buy property over here, we would have bought the whole place.
Oh, everything, it'd just be overrun.
It'd be in like 6 months, it'd be over.
Yeah.
Then you bought all available property, it'd be a nightmare. So you go and you form, you can pay a company here around 17,000 baht to form a company. And depending on what you, I think it's 14,200 baht to form a company that is quote unquote worth $1 million baht. That's just its insured worth.
Yeah.
That's just for like your industrial insurance.
Yeah.
So you have to pay for every $500,000 baht more than that you want your company to be worth. In order to employ more than one person, your company has to have more insurance because someone slips and falls or breaks their so this is a long-term permanent industrial insurance.
Right.
There's no ongoing cost. It's only when you form the company. And so if your company's for 2 million baht, you can employ 4 people. 4 Thai people. Now with 4 Thai people, you can get a work permit. For a foreigner. With a work permit, you can get a work visa. So
right.
So if your company is paying you, whatever your minimum is, so if I am for 4 people, then I give myself a work visa over here. And
so get the employees, and that kind of helps out.
Well, if you pay taxes and you're employed here for 3 years, you can get permanent residency.
Right.
And then after permanent residency for a few years, you can apply to be a citizen.
That's the goal, ultimately.
If your Thai is good enough.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to study.
It's a point system, and
is it writing too? Like you have to be.
It's a whole
wow.
Things. And
so you got to go to school.
I don't know. I don't know if they test written.
Okay.
There is an interview test. I do know that from one friend I know who got his citizenship here a little over a year ago. It takes about 8 years.
That makes sense.
That's about the fastest time frame. That's what. Mind you, you can skip a few years if you're married to a Thai, but not a lot. Not a lot. Yeah. And then there's a lottery system in there, so it may take a year, it may take 2 years on the lottery system. Yeah. Because they only allow so many people to go from permanent residency to citizen every year. And so they can control influx of immigration. So
that makes sense.
Just a numbers game. Gotta make sure everything is even with the board. But that's my plan. I'm going to do that over the next decade.
No, I mean, it makes sense. It's good. Like you were saying, to secure that future. I would love to be a citizen of another country, just in case something happens. Man, you have another passport. You have another place to live. You know, a backup plan is always
having that second passport.
That's huge. Massive.
Some surety. Well, that and I don't have to interface with immigration every 3 months. And
Oh, man, the immigration office here too is a nightmare, man.
It's better than it used to be. Mind you, all that stuff used to be outdoors.
Man. Oh wow, that would be rough. Yeah, that'd be even more rough.
It was. Yeah.
It took me 3 days just to extend for 30 days. It took me 3 days.
It's a big old pain.
I had to keep going there and back, It's crazy.
I got my DTV visa.
Which
was great until the problem is it's not a non-O visa. It's still a tourist visa. So more or less it lets me stay here for longer.
Right.
And that's it. That's all it does.
And that's the thing too. A lot of people don't know this. The DTV visa is not going to count towards becoming a citizen or something like that. Well, so if you want to be a citizen,
and you
gotta
can
go a different visa. That too, and that's a big thing.
That I really view as a failure of the system there. Yeah, it's a 5-year visa, my dudes. It's a 5-year visa.
I know that's a long time. That's a half a decade.
Like please work with me. So what I did is I formed the company. Yeah. Then you take that company over here, and you go to there's a Department of Commerce. They have an office here at the U.S. Embassy here in Thailand. You fill out this paper. You give it to them. They send it back. You give them your paperwork from forming your company over here. Yeah. Sole ownership. You have to fill out. So you're the only owner when you can. If you have family that wants to be involved in it or friends or whatever, do that later. Get it formed first. Yeah. Send it and it gets back, and then you're certified as an Amity company. It takes about 30 days, maybe a little bit less. Okay. Mine took like a week and a half because they weren't. They just had to kind of dip in applications. Right. So I got real lucky. Then you take that, you go back to their version of the Department of Commerce here, the same people you applied through. You give it to them, and they certify you as an Amity company, and you own it. And it's just like a normal type business. Okay. Then you take that. Now it'll take you probably 2 months. Now, you don't. What I didn't use a company to do it.
So you just did it yourself.
The amount of Google Translate that I used on those documents
for forms, I can imagine.
Now I'm a monster of paperwork. I can do paperwork all day. Okay. And it got about halfway to my limit. About halfway. And then
it's that hard even for you.
I'm just like, and I have infinite patience for stuff like that. And I was just like, there's some holes in the way, because I signed up online. I was one of the first people to go. I probably was the first foreigner to do it entirely online. Wow. And a lot of their pages don't have an English version on it. Yeah. So there's forms that you fill out and you write your name and all that, and you can, on your browser you can say translate to English. Right. You fill it out. And everything you type in the boxes automatically becomes English, is the problem.
And you need to do it in Thai.
So it'll automatically. So there's one page where it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
But you have to fill in one box where it says, "What's your name?" If you write it in Thai, is more or less is what it is. Your Thai name.
Yeah.
And it would auto translate it. So every time I wrote in my whole name, in Thai, it would auto translate that back to.
No.
And it was like,
so it just kept doing that over and over.
I can't do it.
You just end up copying and pasting
it's a huge form, and it did it to me twice.
Yeah.
So I finally had to go through, screenshot the entire page, translate it, and print it out and have it laid down next to me. Because I have 2 monitors, but it's just like the form's so long.
Yeah.
There's probably 120 fields you have to fill in on this one.
Wow.
They need to break it up, but I finally got it submitted. It was a whole thing. Just pay someone.
Now I was gonna say, do you recommend just paying them?
But the thing is, I wanted to I wanted to have the knowledge.
Yeah.
To give to other people.
That is good though, because now, and that's the thing too, is everyone, this goes to YouTube after, so it's a great, resource for people to use.
Very few, if any, foreigners who have done this.
Yeah.
And then being able to be like, oh no, you want to do this and not that.
Right.
Like you need to, when you name yourself phonetically, there's like four words that you can't use.
Yeah.
By the way, one of them is David. Just use Dave. Just use Dave.
Okay.
For your Thai name, use Dave, don't use David.
Yeah.
Because it ends up being a word, I think it means like chicken foot or something like that.
That's great.
Because what they're doing is they're taking the word phonetically and changing it.
Yeah.
With auto,
it's not always accurate.
And it's not a literal, and when you take specifically Google Translate, if you use a different translator, it's a little bit better.
Okay,
Dave.
Okay.
Your name is
now people
Dave.
know, if your name's David, you just go by Dave.
Yeah.
That's a common name too.
Yeah, it's pretty common.
Wow.
So it was kind of funny. I had a couple friends who told me that.
Yeah.
But going through that, once I have the businesses, then you have to go you have to get your liquor permit, and you have to have your local city business license. Now the city ends at the street right behind him.
Just right there. Boom.
And so I got lucky. I could just go up the road. But if it were here, if it were on the other side of the street, I'd be driving out to like an hour and a half out to where. So I got lucky. So went up to City Hall, got my city business license, and one of the things that they want is. And what I did, I had a friend who's Thai, who is applied for the licenses, and she's involved in the business in a minor way. But so it didn't take me weeks and weeks and weeks to get it because the business getting the license and all that stuff, they're not real fresh on that all the time.
Right.
So they'll go back. There'll be some back and forth in your lease. They need to explicitly give you a form that says this person is allowed to do whatever type of business they want, or they can enumerate the business that they want.
Okay.
Whatever business they want on the premises, give the address.
Yeah.
And they need to have all the owners sign it with a copy of their ID. If you have that in your hand when you go apply for your business license, you may well walk out with your business license a day later.
Okay. So so you have it all done like that. It makes it significantly faster.
So I did not do that.
Because yours was more specific, right?
Well, no. It's just I didn't have the knowledge.
Yeah, okay.
And so you're in there, you walk in, and you're just kind of like, here's my lease, here's my ID.
Yeah.
Here's her ID, and here's the owner's ID, copies of that. And so we even FaceTime with the owner and all that because she lives in Australia. She's Thai. But she lives in Australia with her husband and all that stuff. And so we were laughing on the phone and everyone was like, that's what we want to see.
Yeah.
So that helps. That one, and they have a form down there. You can go down to the local city hall, you can pick it up, they have a form.
Yeah.
And then scan it, fax it, send it to them unless the owner's local and comes in with you and just fills it out on the spot, which is
pretty handy though.
No, but a lot of the time the owner does live here, and they'll go with you when you apply for your license. If they're chill, and if they're not like a big company or something like that, they'll be like, I'll just go with you. So if they need anything, I'm there, and it's just done.
Okay.
So But yeah, so we did that. Then I went up to get, went up to Rayong to get my liquor license. Mm-hmm. And so that just gives you a sense of dread.
Yeah.
You have to apply in patio for a liquor license. Now there are stories about how much it costs.
Yeah.
And how hard it is. And all this stuff. And during COVID, people were paying off people to get illicit liquor licenses. Or so. If you open a coffee shop like mine.
Yeah. Yep.
Because the actual name is Timberline Coffee and Beer.
And beer. Yeah.
So I'm a coffee shop that serves beer and other stuff. But the main point is the beer part of the liquor. And so you're not a club,
right?
You're not a restaurant because I don't have food. And
nope, only drinks.
When you open, don't be having no food.
Yeah,
no food.
Not even if you're eating it personally.
Snacks? No, nothing. When you go and apply for your liquor license, you know that you're not serving any food that day.
Yeah.
That day, up to that point, you have no dreams of selling any food.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, that'll be 30 baht.
30 baht for that.
I walked out.
$1 for a liquor license.
Not even a whole dollar. I walked out with. They gave me
actually, yeah, you're right. Not even a whole dollar
for free. They gave me my cigarette license, so I can sell cigarettes.
Whoa!
And it comes with it, and my cafe license, which is you can sell liquor, wine, beer, whatever, all the alcohols.
Yeah.
Because you're not. So if you're a bar, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
And it goes up real quick. You're well above $1,000 US.
Oh, wow.
Boom, right up through the floor. And if you're a dance club, you're a discotheque, or whatever they want to go, oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're taking you to the cleaners that day. They are making their wages that day.
I see, like, a lot of, there's even other YouTubers out there that now they come here and they're opening bars down, in central Pattaya area. And so you're saying when they go to pay for their license,
and
they're paying out the yin yang.
If you're doing it, if you're doing the whole thing, you can be paying someone to help you with your license and stuff. Do not pay a company to go get your liquor license because unless you're doing like a club, then at that point they can only grift you for so much money.
Right.
Because they're going to grift you for hundreds of US dollars minimum.
Wow.
And all they're doing is just driving their car up there, submitting the paperwork. Those people aren't taking any grift up there. They're just doing paperwork.
Yeah.
And so if you like the key to there's a lot of coffee shops here. The key to success here is to start small and be sustainable.
Yeah.
Don't hire 12 girls to fill out your coffee shop.
Yeah.
The dudes, like, there's bars for that.
There is, yes.
And there's 1,000 of them.
There's a lot.
And
you go down, any of the soy alleyways, Central Pattaya, there's a million.
We could moonwalk down the street.
Yeah, that too.
And not even burn our legs out and be like, oh look, girls, bar, done.
Yep.
Like it's not a unique thing.
Yeah.
If you have so I pride myself, my place has no televisions and no loud music.
I like that.
That's
it's chill. It's a nice chill spot, especially if you need to work or something. It's a good spot.
You can bring a date here. You can bring a date here the next morning.
Yeah.
You can bring your friends here. You can have a conversation.
Yeah.
You can just relax.
Yeah.
There's no expectations. You can't bar find any of the staff. You can none of that. None of that exists. And
it's a chill coffee spot with beer if you want beer too.
We got beer, we got wine, we got liquor, we got all that stuff.
Yeah.
So if you want to have a little fun, chat it up and all that stuff, we got all that.
Yeah.
We got an outdoor patio across the street and stuff that you can be even louder.
Yeah.
And we don't have cars flying down the street all the time.
That is nice.
If you're
nice tucked back
area. If you're
area
standing up talking with your friend because you don't want to sit all day.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
It is. No, this is a nice spot too. I was wondering too. So what does rent run on a building normally here?
So I'm not on Beach Road. If I were, we'll start with the Beach Road example.
Yeah.
Those are about 40,000 baht for a shop house there. That's
okay.
The catch is on that is if you can find one.
Yeah.
So a lot of these people that own the leases have leases, they're going to sell you their defunct shop.
Okay.
Pretend like it's an operating business.
Right.
So they want hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of baht.
Yeah.
For a building with a bar shop in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, really?
Yeah, I know. I know. Like, there's not a whole lot going on. They just say.
And a lot of guys will come here looking for that, and they'll find it. They'll get it.
Yeah.
They got a place, and that's good because they wanted something they didn't have to work on. I bought this. This is an empty shell.
So you had to revamp everything.
All
okay.
Oh man, yeah. I threw up a couple YouTube videos that are real short. They're shorts of kind of a quick walkthrough of what it looks like and stuff when I first got in here. And I'll give you that later. You can,
at the end we'll shout out all that stuff. And
it's just they're just short clips of what it kind of looked like in the beginning. And then I did nothing after that. But I put them up kind of. They're half for posterity and stuff like that. Yeah. Which is great. Which is like you see.
You can go back and look for yourself too.
It was a dusty box. It had restaurant counters in it, but it had no sink. It had like a sliding window, which I cut out where our bar is now, and I filled in a doorway because it had two doors into the kitchen. So I just sealed up the one, and it looks nice. But
it looks solid. I didn't know you just did everything from scratch. That's cool. That's even cooler.
And then, so my total into this to open the doors was $7,800 for everything.
Okay, so about $8,000 to open, and that's revamping and everything.
It's everything. It's all the equipment and all that. So it's kind of one of those. Only in Thailand could you get away with this.
Yeah. Oh, in the U.S., forget it.
No, I don't.
In most other countries, $8,000 is not enough to open a business.
About 250,000 baht there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the cost of like a nice espresso machine.
Yeah.
Nice
Definitely.
You would just drop that on that. And police are honking at people today. Oh no. Is it police or no? That's not police.
Yeah, right there.
Oh no, that was the bus.
Oh,
that was the bus. I don't know if they can see that. Yeah, they might be able to see the top of the bus.
Oh, yep, they can.
Yeah. There's big old 2 of them, 3 of them.
3 of them.
So we got
4 of them.
Yeah, we got a place next door. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there 5? All right.
No, just
so these are 2 groups.
Rolling in.
And these are Chinese. Because I saw the little signs for the Chinese.
Yeah.
So behind me, there's a really nice hotel called Marine Beach. They're good neighbors. Behind it is another one called Oceanfront. I forget the name. But there's one behind it that's much bigger, has a lot of rooms. And they have parking for these big tour buses.
Okay.
Double-decker tour buses.
Yeah.
So they'll line up a dozen of them at night.
Wow.
And they fill the place up. So they're usually here over the weekend. They come here Friday night. They leave here Sunday, midday. And they're usually bound for other places, but they take a break. So they start up north, or they start in like Phuket, and they move up to the north, go up to Chiang Mai, and then they come across. And they spend a night here.
Just a full like.
But this one,
weekend trip in Thailand.
They come here late on Friday. I would say 7, 8 o'clock, and then they stay 2 nights, and they get a full day here, and then they leave today, and they head out kind of down towards Rayong and stuff like that.
Okay.
And pass down there to some
nice islands out there to check out too.
Koh Samet, something like that.
Yeah.
And they stay. There's a couple hotels that I kind of found their route just by talking with the bus drivers.
Yeah.
And my Thais are great, but their English usually is pretty good.
Yeah.
But they're just like, we do this route. We have this weird up and down route that they do here.
No, that's cool though. If you want to go on a little trip throughout Thailand, you guys can check out the tour buses.
Yeah. We get a lot of them here.
I've noticed that. Yeah, I do see them pretty often rolling around.
Especially at that hotel. This little area has a lot of Korean and Japanese people because these hotels advertise in Korea and Japan to those tourists. So this hotel, Marine Beach, there's a chain of about 5 of them. This place only has 26 rooms, but they're all family rooms. So
okay. So
the
are
smaller,
they like double the
so
size?
they got
room?
they could fit like 8 people in them.
Wow.
A few of the rooms could fit like a dozen people in them.
Wow.
'Cause they got 3 bedrooms and they got 2 couches.
Yeah, they're all those connecting.
And
rooms.
then they can bring in beds, and so they cater to large groups of people. So you get a lot of Thai people here. They come down from Bangkok. They come down from the family. The family all comes down, and then this is where they stay.
And that was that domestic tourism you're talking about. Also, too, to get back into that, so in your opinion, you were saying like domestic tourism can kind of be good and bad. So what would be, the positives and negatives?
The positive is you're not overrun with foreigners all the time. There's a good mix. Yeah. It gives a better feel. And a lot of the local businesses that cater towards Thai people get the businesses they need, which is a have.
Right.
You have to have that.
Yeah.
The downside is they don't shop, they don't buy food that they don't cook, or they buy street food, and they get all of their food and stuff from street vendors and 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And so as a person who owns a coffee shop and a bar, they're not spending it.
Really come here.
So when you have these big holidays, New Year's, Songkran, stuff like that, all these Buddhist holidays too, and bank holidays too, because they got a lot of bank holidays. 3-day weekends. There's a lot of Thai people, but all the businesses suffer. All of them, even a lot of the Thai ones, do, because they kind of fill the zone. They fill up all the hotel rooms, and the beach is full of Thai people, absolutely just packed. Hundreds and hundreds and thousands of Thai people up and down this. And then they kind of hold space for them, and they kind of pushes out the people that spend more money. Upside, downside, it's not like Thai people don't have money. It's that they spend it differently. And my business isn't 100% in that. It's only kind of, I got one foot in both things. Like like our menu.
Show off.
I could show off the menu.
Yeah, definitely.
Our menu is in English and in Thai. The whole menu. Other than the fact that I forgot to put how much our wine costs on the menu. Other than that, it's all English, Thai, English, Thai.
Nice,
a little bit of it, English, Thai, English, Thai. Making sure that a lot of the businesses out here exclude Thai people from their business just by the fact that they don't put
I've noticed that. Menu. I noticed a lot of Russian menus and things like it'll be English and Russian, but it's like, well, where's the Thai?
And I'm like, this is Thailand.
I noticed that too.
My friends, but we do think like this green tea mojito, which has no alcohol in it. So I take out the rum. I substitute it green tea, but I use lemons instead of limes in it, and it's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Coconut cloud. I got some kind of this blend of a little bit of milk, and a lot of coconut, and I blend it together. This drink is super popular with Thai people. They love this. They love this one. And so I do a lot of,
these are super unique too. I have not seen any of these anywhere else.
We got a peach hibiscus, an acerola, which acerola is a type of cherry. Acerola hibiscus drink. Those go over really well. So a lot of things for people with more adventurous palates. We got all the basics. You got. I have real drip coffee here. Like coffee
it tastes. That's the thing too. I just had a cup. It tastes great.
The mocha that he had, we make the chocolate sauce itself. We make that ourselves. And the coconut, we buy coconut water and we buy coconut milk. That's how we make those. No too special of secrets, but But we try. The idea is to be affordable.
Right.
So nothing,
and it's not bad. Not bad prices at all.
Mocha is the only drink that's $100.
But you said it's all, fresh sauce and stuff like that you make. So that makes sense.
So all of that stuff is great. Shameless self-promotion there. But
no, that's all right. That's perfect.
The idea is to keep. I want people for a long time and not for one time.
Keep coming back. That's always the goal, right? Returning customers.
Can you imagine all those specialty drinks? They're they're under $3 US.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even the mocha, the most expensive one, that's
just
over
$3.
That's not bad. And like I said, it's great. You know, if you were to get a mocha like this in the U.S., that'd be $6 or $7.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And mind you, coffee costs the same amount when you buy green coffee. It costs you the same amount everywhere in the world.
Yeah, because it's always imported.
Yeah, you're importing it. So you know the company in America and the company in Thailand are paying the same amount from the origin. So and gas costs are similar in the U.S. and Thailand.
Yep.
Stuff like that. So roasting it, your labor is considerably less.
Yeah.
And that's the only savings. So coffee over here, when you buy it, you know, bulk.
Yep.
Is almost the same cost as
and that makes sense.
So the only cost savings you're having over here is the fact that labor costs less.
Yep.
And your rent costs less. But that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, electricity rates over here can be high. Yeah. I am on commercial, so my electric bill for the 2 refrigerators, my coffee brewer, my espresso machine, my hot water heater, my water pump, all that stuff is $110 a month.
Okay, you know that's still not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
U.S. business, you know, just think. Oh man, I mean, especially like I said, like where I'm coming from in Phoenix, Arizona, just the AC cost there. You know, if it's the winter, it's not too bad. Whoa. But I mean, the summer, man.
My parents lived in Hawaii.
Oh, that's even more than I can imagine.
I think that's got to be the highest electric bill in the whole nation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Probably even close to, or I mean, their electric bill. They had one air conditioner in the front room, one of those window ones.
Yeah.
But they had fans and all that stuff. It was like $450 a month.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds almost like Phoenix.
And one of the many reasons why they moved there. It can get expensive over there.
That's crazy.
Expensive. Yeah. But like running a business over here, it can just, you know, you have to be considerate of where you fit in the world.
Right.
So that's why, like, we were talking about, like, how much is a shop house.
Right.
So you're on the main road. It could be 40,000 baht if you can find one. It could be 80,000 baht if you find one that's been done and all that stuff.
Yeah, totally, revamped.
Now, you're gonna, let's say today you decided to come over here and like you were focused, like you're gonna open one of these.
Yeah.
Let's say you're gonna open the same thing Ryan's running. We're gonna open it a couple miles up the road. Okay. And you find a place and you got a couple options. One, you can buy out who's ever there.
Right.
Spend a couple 100,000 baht, buy them out. Probably between 300,000 and 400,000 to just buy them out if their business is closed or it's failing.
Okay.
Which can give you some.
And that's totally buying them out, no rent. You own it at that point.
No. You're buying the business.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you still got to pay.
You're buying the business.
Okay.
The rent is still yours, and so the rents, if you negotiate well, can be low. Like mine's 19,000 for this place.
Wow.
For the whole building.
Per month, 19,000.
Yeah.
So that's just over. What is that, like 600 USD? A little under 600 USD for rent for a business here. You guys can see the beach. It's not on the beach, but I mean it's right there.
But
it's right there.
And
wow.
I have my own soil. This is like I have a laundry place next to me.
Your own little alleyway here.
The business that's on this side isn't open, so that's an empty building.
Wow.
That side is a laundry, and then after that is a pharmacy.
Wow.
And at the very end are some residences at the end that are just got rebuilt. They're really nice again.
Yeah.
And that's the whole soil. You can go to the end this way and turn and go through the Marine Beach Hotel's driveway there, and you can exit that way. This is a public street. That's their street, but everyone uses it. So. But
wow.
And so, I mean, you can see this is full of traffic right now. Sunday midday.
This is somewhat of one of the. It really is like a main road. To get to the beach.
Giant Route is the main east-west road that goes to the beach out here. Now, for 2 years, to the left that was two-way, and to the right, all the way down to the end was one-way.
Yeah.
For 2 years, up until like 2 months ago. And so this traffic was terrible. Because all the traffic came here.
The only road.
You came down this way, and then you had to turn up this road And so it got rough.
Yeah.
Some days. And so that once that changed to two-way, my business transformed.
Wow.
It was bad. But
wow.
you know, we have people in the morning. We got a couple people sitting down, chilling out.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
One of them works for me. But you know,
hey,
and there's probably one or two people down in the cafe. But
nice.
During the morning, on the weekends, it's
yeah.
Sunday.
I know you said mornings were a little quieter, which is why I wanted to come in the morning too.
Yeah, see, I could run away.
Oh, what up, Louie? Is that my dad? No, this isn't my dad. Not old enough to be my dad.
I'm wounded. I'm wounded.
Yeah. Plus, he's got hair. I don't. You know? No, they're just joking. They come in all the time, just hanging out.
But yeah, it's kind of this. You don't know what you're going to get. I don't have in the mornings. I'll get
hard to predict.
I can be full up. Some mornings, like especially Wednesdays, for some whatever reason, I'll come in and because we're closed Monday and Tuesday we get a little bit, and then Wednesday we pop up open. The whole place will be full. There'll be a dozen people in there.
Yeah.
For like 2 or 3 hours straight.
Wow. Okay.
And then you're just like, what did I do? What happened? What's the event?
Yeah.
You're trying to map.
It's just kind of random. Though. They just sometimes come in like that.
I like to do sales mapping to see like where the sales are coming in, where they're going out. And man, it can be rough. And I'm like looking at it and I'm trying to correlate it with like events that are going on in Jomtien, all this stuff. No, this is random. This is
wow.
There is no rhyme.
Random.
There is no reason.
Now, do you do, speaking of advertising and stuff too, like for instance do you do a lot of interviews? Do you do a lot
you're my third interview in 7 months. So the answer is not a whole lot.
Okay.
I did one a little over a week ago, and I did one when I first opened.
Okay.
And so when I wanted to give myself time.
Yeah. Understandable.
I mean, you're going to fall on your face. You're going to make a lot of mistakes.
Right.
That's the job.
That's business, costly business, right?
You learn because I've worked at coffee a very long time.
Yeah.
And I know the coffee business pretty well. That isn't the issue. Even if you don't know that, it can be tough. Like if someone if you need to know how to run a coffee shop, just call me. I'll help you out.
There you go. Timberline Coffee.
That in and of itself, knowing how to make the drinks and making the drinks, is just the smallest part of it. When you're over here in Thailand, learning how your business is in a community, how it interacts with people and stuff, and being mindful of traditions over here, or ignoring some traditions that like when I love this one. It's my favorite Thai tradition that just makes me giggle a little bit.
Okay.
When a Thai person comes in and orders an espresso, what do they get? What drink is handed to them?
I have no idea.
It's that mix of half sweetened condensed milk and half evaporated milk as a latte, cold. When they order an espresso, that's what they get.
Oh, I've noticed. I noticed that. Like, for instance, I've gotten an espresso at 7-Eleven, and I noticed, wait a minute, there's milk in this, and it's a latte.
And it's not milk.
Yeah.
It's evaporated milk and sweetened condensed milk.
Yeah. So it's an espresso is essentially
if you need your blood sugar to go up, that'll help.
And then I got an espresso from another, coffee stand way down the road, maybe like a week ago. And then I noticed it's an actual espresso. Just a little bit of hot water and some straight up coffee,
Yeah. So there's down the road here, a couple kilometers. They're kind of close to that new Radisson that they opened.
Yeah.
There's a coffee cart there. They do fantastic coffee. They're great people. I talk to them all the time.
Is it the CK Coffee?
Yeah, I think he's on
That's
the roadside.
Yeah, CK Coffee.
He's such
fantastic coffee.
Such a great dude.
Yeah.
And they put some chairs on the beach, which they're not supposed to do. And the police run them off all the time.
Yeah.
He is such a stud. He's such a dude.
Yeah.
And
great place.
He does. He makes all the coffee by hand and all that stuff. He's just so nice.
Fresh, very fresh.
Does really good coffee. So I love him to death. He just doesn't want to do it inside a store, which to each their own.
Hey,
I just wish we could find him a place like you could park in. They wouldn't
more, because that's on the out. Like I said, that's like where I'm staying near, way down the beach.
And so it's kind of and he's great. There's there's a lot of dudes like that in the area, and so, but he is what in America, what would be termed third wave coffee or something like that.
Yeah.
It's what we go into a coffee shop and expect in the West.
Yeah.
And in Japan and stuff like that. Where here, coffee culture evolved differently over here.
Yeah.
So it was more or less instant coffee. First, it was Turkish, the Turkish brewer coffee.
Yep.
With a whole bunch of sweet condensed milk in it.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was it for decades and decades and decades and decades.
Yeah.
Then it became instant coffee. So they didn't view it so much as coffee as like this either caffeinated beverage or this sweet caffeinated beverage that I drink in the morning. They don't even really view it as coffee. So then modern coffee shops come.
Right.
1, 2, and then about 5 years ago, it was just like, boom, hundreds of them. Thousands of them.
Yeah.
Just fast and furious.
And you think it's growing even faster now? Just more and more popping up every day.
And they're big, expensive. Like Nightham.
Yep.
Over here, that place, I mean, it's a cathedral.
Yeah.
Literally, the building's a cathedral that they jammed a coffee roastery in. That could fit like 400 people can eat there, and it's packed on the weekend. And that's like a cathedral to coffee in a sense.
Yeah.
And that was built not even 2 years ago.
Wow, so that one's still super new.
And that was their first location. They have 3 more locations in town that they built with varying amounts of success. But that place is, and they got the baristas with the aprons and the leather straps and the white shirt and the black pants and the nice shoes. That dude and the doffed cap and very dapper.
Yeah.
They're doing
high end,
slow. That's all this high end coffee.
Yeah.
And so, but 5 years ago, the thought of that would just be laughable.
Yeah.
Like you could, like a Starbucks was a novel idea. So
yeah.
It came really fast here. So it evolved as I want an espresso. Just meant that. So instead of using that Turkish brewer, they just did espresso machine. They used that, but they still wanted the ice and the milk and the sweetness because when they do sweet things over here,
I noticed.
It's either not sweet,
crazy,
not
or
sweet
not
at all, or just like electricity, like
I noticed that
cartoonishly large amount of sugar.
Yeah.
And so, it can be hard.
Yeah, to the point now, didn't they just pass like a new law where they want to make it?
It's an advisory from the
law.
Health services here saying they want coffee shops, specifically coffee shops, anyone who makes drinks, to just
put a little less,
to 20%. That's the goal, 20%.
Wow.
20% less.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking at a 16-ounce drink, you're looking at 10 ounces of that is going to be a drink, and about 6 ounces of that is going to be ice.
Yeah.
If you're doing, your normal ratios, some places half and half, some places less.
Right.
But your average place is going to be. So you got about 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces of espresso, and the rest of it is evaporated milk and sweetened condensed milk.
Wow.
Which is just so many ounces of pure sweet.
How many grams do you think would be like grams of sugar on average? What is that, like 20?
To put it into reference, it's probably a couple cans of Coke. Or Pepsi.
So we're looking at, 30 grams or more maybe.
So much sugar.
Wow.
I mean, like 2/3 of a cup of sugar.
Wow. I noticed this one, not like super sweet.
No.
Not at all.
So, make the chocolate. We use a local roaster.
Yeah.
That we have a good, long relationship with. We use whole milk.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. When I make the chocolate, you got your whole dark chocolate.
Yeah.
You have your powdered chocolate, and you have sugar.
Yeah.
I use some amaretto in there,
okay.
and like a tablespoon of amaretto in there. And then hot water, and that's the whole thing.
Wow.
And it's like I think a whole batch of that. Whatever, like 500 milliliters worth of
Of that sauce.
Of that sauce.
Okay.
It probably has a half a cup of sugar in it.
Oh, so that's not too bad for that much. That's
well,
not bad at all.
If you're making a mocha and you don't put some sweetness in it, it never tastes good.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bitter, a little bitter.
It's
a little bitter.
Well, it has a chalky flavor.
Yeah, yeah.
And you got to know what type of sugar are you putting in there? Is it granulated sugar? Is it bigger sugar? Is it brown sugar? Is it powdered sugar? Is it they have like the syrup, the sweet syrup over here.
Yep.
Oh man! So that's what they use for sweetener over here.
Okay.
That clear, looks like Caro syrup. Like
Yeah.
They use that over here for sweetener. And that stuff is pure sucrose. That's liquid sucrose.
Wow.
So when they're putting that in there, and I don't love the flavor of it because it's
like very strong.
I don't know. I don't know where they're getting that sugar from. I think it would be from cane sugar, but it is. Yeah. It's got kind of almost an astringent metallic taste to the sugar.
Wow.
Because they condensed it so much. So it ends up being weird. So I just died. I don't even carry it. It's not even in that.
No, that's understandable.
I have chocolate, and for sweetener, we make our own simple syrup out of raw sugar, raw cane sugar, hot water, done. That's it. Real dense, so it's real.
Simple. Keep it simple.
So it's not a lot of water, so it has a real strong flavor. So you just put a little squirt in.
A little bit, and that's enough.
But it has a little bit of flavor to it, and you can taste the cane sugar.
Yeah.
And so that's nice. So that, and I don't have to use a lot of it to get the sweetness that I want. And I have honey, in case someone wants some honey in their coffee or whatever, or their tea. And that's it. That's all I need to carry, which is a lot. Yeah. But it's all handmade, natural, all that stuff. It's not not like I'm trying to pass a purity test here.
Yeah.
But it's simple ingredients.
Nice.
And I like that. So people are like, well, what do you make it from? Well, here are all the bags of the stuff that I use. I can just pull it out and just show them.
Yeah.
They can read it, and they're like, oh, there's an anti-caking agent in this. Yeah, that's powdered chocolate.
I wanted to do one last point, too, before ending it. How long have we been live? A little over an hour. Perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
But, because like I said, on the point that you are a cafe, and you said you have experience making coffee, what specifically made you want to do a cafe? Was it the coffee background? Was it the boom of cafes? Was it, what would have made you want to do that?
Predisposition to cafes, coffee shops.
Yes, understandable though. Understandable.
So I'm comfortable with it, and I know that I can do it with a minimal amount of difficulty. It's kind of the once I decided in 2021 I was going to live outside the U.S. and I vacationed over here a long time. For a long time. So I was like, okay, this is where I'm going. I don't want to be in Pattaya because Pattaya is just it's too busy.
Much. Yeah, understandable.
It's too much of that, the extra stuff going on. And I'm just like, yeah, that's fine. That can be there. Like if I need to go into town, I can go into town. I mean, I can get all my services here. And I really was focused on a place that I could be a part of the community.
Yeah.
And with a bar,
Jomtien's a great spot.
With a bar, you're not really part of the community.
Yeah.
You're part of the expat community. You're kind of outside of, and so
like you said, the returning business. Returning business.
Well, I mean, you get some people that are only here for a couple weeks or a couple months. Mm-hmm. They're only here for 4 months of the year. What are you doing with the other 8 months of your business?
Yeah,
because
That's true.
Beer only makes you so much money. I mean, it's not a particular great markup. My markup on coffee is a lot better, even though there's a lot more labor in it.
Yeah.
But and people don't come back every day for the same beers that everyone else is in.
Right.
I carry some different beers that people. I have some Weizen beers in a can and stuff.
And the specialty.
Yeah, and I got all the specialty drinks.
Yeah.
So. You got to stand out and be kind of integrate yourself into the community, and so coffee shops can do that with very little difficulty. One's upset. No one gets visibly upset when a coffee shop. Yeah. Oh, a coffee shop. Oh, that's terrible.
I know. You look at the bars, or like I said, the lady bars or go-go bars and all that, and I can understand that.
I can open
gets that view
another massage shop, which there's in the last since I moved in here.
Yeah.
Which has been a year. I've lived here a year, but we've only been open 7 months and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 massage shops have opened.
Wow. That's
And
a lot. Just in this small vicinity.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, like, I could throw a baseball and hit all their front doors.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd throw my arm out, but I could hit them all.
Yeah.
But,
I know that, that is another common thing I see people doing.
So massage shops work a little bit differently. They split the revenue, so you get a foot massage, 200 baht.
Yeah.
100 baht goes to the house, 100 baht goes to the guy giving you the foot massage. Those are their wages.
Okay. Wow.
So the house isn't paying for the wage of.
Yeah. So it's whatever you do, and of course the tip and stuff too.
And so the massage place has no labor. It only pays rent, electricity.
I didn't know that. Okay.
The girls, they have to buy their own oil. They have to do that. They have to wash the towels, all that stuff. And so it's a bit of a racket. It feels like a bit of a racket.
Yeah. No,
like I
totally
feel
get it.
like if you're not paying them a wage,
what if it's not busy or something?
Like, actually, the lady who's working right now, her aunt owns the laundry next door. She stays there above it. So, like, her commute is
walk next door.
Walk
a few feet. Yeah.
Walk over and walk in our door.
Yeah.
And so I know she has a place to live. She's she's got a kitchen there and all that stuff. She's got all that.
Yeah.
I would feel bad if I weren't giving them enough money to make sure all of that could happen.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. Got to make sure they're taken care of.
So that's why I really wanted a place where I'm not trying to outprice the other. I'm not paying them, $1,000 a month to work here. Where that would be unsustainable for my business and for everyone here because everything here is so very cheap. Yeah,
it's significantly cheaper.
And so,
cost of living is way less.
But there are like women in the neighborhood here. They're making, I would say, about 400 baht a day for a lot of these places, or less, 300 to 400 baht.
Wow!
But they're spending each way to go to and from their house 30 to 40 baht each way.
Yeah, and that's what it's like for a graphite or something
20,
like that. Yeah,
20% of their paycheck.
Wow, is just transportation.
It's just gone.
Wow.
Every day, just getting to and from work.
Wow.
And so the place next to me is going to go is for sale, but the lady who owns it, she'll rent it to me.
Yeah.
She trusts me and all of that.
So you're thinking of expanding the shop too?
Yeah, expanding the shop downstairs.
Nice.
But it's got 9 rooms in it that I can rent out for very low cost.
There you go.
To all the girls in the neighborhood.
Yeah. There you go.
My real goal is to make sure it's clean, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's not every landlord is above board.
Okay, I see.
I mean, you can see with your own eyeballs. Do you think that's a nice place to stay?
No.
No. With the sheet over the door, and the sheets that are the curtains.
Wow.
Not the white one.
Oh, yeah. No,
it gets real rough real quick.
Yeah.
And so
not the greatest.
My thing is like, give them a bed.
Yeah.
Give them a makeup.
A place that's like decent.
And so our goal is to make this. I can afford to run this with no sales at all.
Yeah.
But the real goal is once this is sustainable, which we are so close.
It'll get there.
We're going to rent next door. I'm going to rent these rooms out for ladies only. That's
a great thing to do.
These top 9 rooms, so they have a safe space to go to. It's clean.
Perfect.
It's cute. So the room will have like nice stripes in it.
Yeah.
They'll have cute little names like we'll give them like animal names or something.
Yeah. Whatever it may be. Yeah, there you go.
The bird room, whatever, all that stuff. And we'll make it so they can come home and make it just like, oh, this is nice. And if it's a small room and 2 girls want to stay there, I will have extra beds so it's not a mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
Because I can guarantee you, in our view, behind you, in front of me, 50% of the people that are staying in those rooms are sleeping on a mattress on the floor.
Yep.
Which is normal to them. Which feels like if I'm going to run a place and I'm going to give it to them, I should give them a little bit more.
Yeah,
I should give back to the community.
Somewhere they want to go, where they look forward to going.
And there is no shame because that is normal. That is okay.
Yeah.
That is the community standard. There's nothing wrong with that. But if I'm going to be here, I'm going to give them a little, because I can afford to. I'm going to give them just a little bit more. Be a little bit nicer.
well, that keeps them around too. You know, that's what keeps people around.
Also, I'll have rooms that, you know, I could rent to my employees here.
Yeah.
Because when I put ads out, the only people that apply are women.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll get a guy.
Yeah.
But generally, the catch is, you know, I have to hire Thai people.
Yeah.
They're from Myanmar. A lot of dudes that escaped the problems that are happening in Myanmar, and they've been given a work permit and stuff like that. I can hire them. Not yet. After my 4, I can hire more.
Yeah.
But my first 4 have to be Thai people.
Right.
So.
Okay.
It's, you know, be part of the community, man.
Hey, no, that's great. No, there you go. Yeah,
it's great. Yeah.
Cafe, great reason. Be a part of the community, and obviously the coffee background.
Well, and the people that you meet and the neighbors.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll do anything for you. I got sick.
Yeah.
I got sick, and the guy that owned the pharmacy, he walked all the way up to my. He came in, talked to the girl at the front, said, "Hey, I got Nick." He walked him up and just put him outside my front door, inside my place. Walked him all the way up the stairs, and he's not a young man. And he helped him up.
Yeah.
I didn't ask him to do that.
You know, I've noticed that in Thailand too. You know, if you're a good person, you also will attract the good people here. But same thing, you know, if you're not the nicest person, that reciprocates. They
don't even remember your name.
Yeah. So, you know, keep that in mind. If you come out here to Thailand, be a good person, and it'll work out really well for you.
Oh, it does. 100% of the time. If you're good, they'll be great back to you.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, well, I'm going to end it here. Is there any last words you want to say?
Come by.
Yeah, there you go.
A coffee.
Timberline Cafe.
We got extremely cold beer.
Yeah.
And from 2:30 to 6:30 every day, we sell our beer for $49.
There you go. So a little happy hour for you guys.
Hey.
All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.